How did I end up with 20 cats? Well, I'm here to share my story. Sit tight, get comfortable, because it's kind of a long one. Okay, I'm going to try to make this story as short as possible because I just rambled on for more than 10 minutes and that's not okay. All right, so last summer we had 3 neighborhood friend cats show up at our door, preggers, and we did what we thought was the best thing. We took them in and we fed them kitten food and got them comfy and helped them through their births. And we went from 3 cats in our home to 14 kittens and 3 mama cats, which makes 21 cats. I say we have 20 now because sadly one of my cats passed away last year. But that's a different story. So, okay, so we're now at 21 cats, and I had to go to work in Vermont, which is over 20 hours away because I work during the summer at a summer camp where my kids attend. So I knew I needed to get these kittens homes like ASAP. So during the cats' pregnancies, I contacted a rescue agency like about an hour away from our house, and they said that they couldn't take them in, but they would help with like adoption events, and they would help get them adopted. And they were very helpful. So after the kittens are old enough to get shots and wormers, I contact them and I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring them up there to get these things. So I drive like an hour away, assuming that I'm gonna drive back with all the kittens, right? I didn't tell my kids to tell the cats bye, or my husband, and we're all attached to these kittens because we've been with them since the day they were born, basically. And so I get there, and or like on the way, I think she told me that somebody was interested in seeing the kittens, and I was excited because I want the kittens to have a good home. Well, we get there and a guy comes and he sees the kittens. So in my head space, which was not very clear because first, let me say, I was, sorry if it's TMI, but I was PMSing, and I get PMDD, which is like a very depressive spell during your period. I don't know how to explain it any better. And I also, it was around my son who passed away. It was around his birthday. It was getting close to that point, and I was an emotional mess already. And as I mentioned, I was attached to these kittens. So I didn't really think that the kittens would be going home with anybody that day. I thought that this guy would come see them, fill out paperwork, and go through the adoption process. I might have been a little ignorant about how this worked. I'm not claiming that I'm perfect in this situation. So the guy gets there and he picks out one of my favorite little kittens. Her name is Derpy. Anyway, he picks out this kitten and I'm excited for her, but at the same time, like, I am bawling. Okay, I'm very tearful because all the things I just mentioned. And I asked the guy if he wouldn't mind me taking the kitten back home. And like, so the kitten could have, so my family could have time to say goodbye to the kitten, and then I would drop the kitten off on our way to Vermont because he lived in a town that would be on my way. And he agreed. So, actually this is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna make it a 2-part. So come back for the next part.